Hi guys, Tristan here from Atlas Sports Conditioning. You're watching Fitness Pro tip number 4. This is obviously the fourth and final in the series. For December we've been looking at lead generation, and of course that's quite prudent for us at this time of year. We have a massive drop off with clients going away and the likes of. So I'm hoping these 4 videos will give you some inspiration and some ideas moving into January, so you know where you want to head with what you're doing and the likes of. So today, the fourth one, I wanted to talk about social media, and I almost wasn't, simply because social media is such a massive beast in itself. And I know later on next year I'll definitely do a run of a series of videos just on social media, and to look at how we can best utilize that for lead generation as well. But at the very least today, because it is a massive part of what I've talked about in the last 3 weeks, it's worthwhile summarizing some of the things that we can benefit and apply straight away. So the first channel that I wanted to talk about was obviously Facebook. And of course Facebook has a massive following, and it's probably one of the bigger ones, as we know. The key point that I like about Facebook is the fact that it gives the opportunity for the small guy, being us as sole traders, the opportunity to market to people that are in our niche. You know, it's so specific to marketing as a marketing tool that it allows us to hone in on those clients that we want, and it's relatively affordable. You know, it's not expensive. And yes, there's always going to be a case of those that pay the most money get the best response, but you know, we're looking at $25, $50 a week, and you can get a good response considering the average PT only needs between, depending on what sessions you do, 25 to 40 odd sessions a week. Alright, so it's a great tool to be able to leverage in order to get our lead generation in. In particular with Facebook, obviously it's not just that, but it's a type of media we can pump out as well, in particular videos. Videos across most industries are extremely popular. You know, when we're sitting on the couch we can switch off and the likes of and just watch a few vids. So from that perspective it also has a massive benefit, as does Instagram. Yeah. So the key points I wanted you to take home today was of course a range of cues or tips that we can use and apply straight away. So the first one I'm going to say is consistency is key. Our content needs to be consistent, needs to be done on a daily basis, simply because the followership and the engagement that we get with our leads or our peers, it's a bit of a flow-on effect. Once you get the ball rolling, it snowballs, for lack of a better word. But as soon as we stop, all that momentum is killed. So it's just like trying to push a car, you know, from a static position again. That trying to get that momentum again is really difficult. So making sure that we're consistent with our content going through is really important. And I'll be looking at software such as Hootsuite to help make that happen. Last week I talked about our newsletters and the fact that the content in it needs to be high quality. Well, again, for our social media, same principle applies. If it's not great content, then of course the followers are going to get pretty much jack of it, and they're going to unsubscribe, unfollow, and you'll lose that momentum that you've been trying to create. So make sure it's high quality, engaging content. And from that perspective, that brings on to tip number 3 today, which was of course engagement. So to try and get as much engagement as possible, we need to put ideas out there, we need to ask questions, we need call to actions. Alright, so between that, obviously your call to actions will be regarding taking them back to your landing page or your website. There always needs to be one of those attached to whatever you post. Make sure it's branded. So if you're doing something as simple as a motivational quote, for example, jump onto Canva. It's a free software again, it's easy to use. Get your logo onto some pics that you've paid for, some stock photos, and away you go, get it sorted, get your branding done and a call to action. And regards to your engagement, ask plenty of questions. So don't be afraid to, you know, put an exercise on Facebook, and of course ask your followers, what do you guys think of the exercise, or what's your favorite leg exercise, or whatever it may be. How have you found this? You know, try it, get back to me with some response. Right? That way you make sure you keep the views high, the engagement high, and of course your momentum will keep snowballing. Anyway, I hope you find that alright and it's useful. Again, we'll touch on all this stuff in the coming months as we look at social media as a theme. Alright guys, see you later.